Hi, this is Dave. I haven't had a video for quite a while, and I thought at the outset of the off-season that I would come on fairly regularly with some new topics. One of the areas that I'd like to chat about, which is in my newsletter, and you can go to my website if you're interested in subscribing to the newsletter. There's no charge. The topic is coconut oil, and it's been in the news a lot over the last year or so. What's the rage about coconut oil? First off, it's a medium chain triglyceride, and it's a medium chain fat. And this medium chain fatty acid is highly permeable. In other words, you can put it on your skin topically and it absorbs right away. If you take it in as food, it bypasses a lot of the enzymes that have to break down fat, and it goes right to your liver, and it's actually released as energy. So it's a pretty unique oil in that it doesn't have the same type of qualities as other saturated fats. The one nice thing about coconut oil, and there's a lot of big words, it's antimicrobial and antibacterial and antifungal, and all those antis that you have, it basically really enhances the harmony of your digestive system and your internal flora. So any kind of virus or fungus that you're susceptible to, any sort of skin disorder that you may have, the coconut oil can be put on topically, or you can take it in orally, and I'll give you some ideas on how you do that. Also, it has a really high cooking burn rate. In other words, if you cook with it, for example, you're steaming vegetables or you're cooking fish with it, a lot of the oils degrade. In other words, as you heat them up, they actually lose their quality, and that includes olive oil. And I'm not a gourmet cook, but I do know this about coconut oil. It tastes fabulous. Because it has a high burn rate, it's healthier for you. And if you cook with it, you can add olive oil, which is a great oil, after you bring your vegetables or fish out onto the plate. It has a fabulous taste. So I use it regularly. I cook lots of vegetables and use it 3 or 4 times a week, and I put a big dollop on there, probably about 2 tablespoons. I also steam kale and baked kale, and I put coconut oil and lemon on that, and that's pretty fabulous as well. It's not a cooking show right now, but I feel like I'm kind of getting off on a cooking tangent. The other thing that I do is I make a smoothie every morning, and I've had a smoothie for years, and I'll just give you the ingredients of mine. It's a pretty healthy one, and there's lots of different permutations of this. What I start with is coconut milk, and it has similar properties as the oil. The oil is the best. The coconut milk is also high in potassium and magnesium as well. So I add coconut milk, and depending on the blender size that you have, but I fill up a whole blender, so I usually use about a cup of coconut milk. I add organic yogurt, organic coconut milk as well. And then I add walnuts, which is one of the super nuts which I've talked about. Almonds or walnuts are the top 2, and I use a large handful of those. I add blueberries to it, usually a couple of bananas, and whey protein concentrate from grass-fed cows. And I've kind of covered this before, but I'll discuss about whey protein from grass-fed cows. It's the best form of the whey protein, not the whey protein isolate. So I blend that all together, throw in a couple ice cubes, and I have this gigantic blender. I usually have a little bit before I go out, do my first exercise session, and then I'll finish it mid to late morning. So it's nutrient dense, it's loaded with all the best nutrients that you can put in a blender. Now there's other things too. You can add kale. And the last thing that I add to it is at least a tablespoon or more of coconut oil as well. So try the coconut oil. I think you'll like the taste. You can buy organic coconut oil in a big tub. You can dish it out, put it on your face at night, stay youthful, put it on any kind of burn or chafing that you might have. It works marvelous. Okay, I'll be back with more cooking tips later.